This day has meant rebuilding relationships, friendships, working on connecting our communities together, and just really the importance of it all and how meaningful it is.
To formalize it like this is such an important message to the community that we're committed to working together into the future. And I'm so happy that we're making a ceremony and a celebration out of the signing of this accord.
Curve Lake First Nation is really proud of being involved in this six partnership relationship, because we have really struggled in the past to work with municipal partners and such. And I'm really happy to move out of the tension and battling to more of in friendship and in hand and moving together.
I'm a former teacher, and I've always been an advocate of Piaget, age, stage, readiness. And you have to be ready to enter into this kind of relationship. Sometimes people aren't, sometimes governments aren't. But I like to think that that environment is changing.
I was surprised at how little I actually knew with some of the history of the First Nations in our area, even though we'd been directly involved with Hiawatha First Nations for my whole life. And I thought I knew a lot about it, but it became painfully evident I didn't. I had a lot to learn. And the first few meetings, that's what it was really about, was establishing these relationships. I didn't get that at the time. I didn't really understand why that would be so important to the process. It took a while, but it finally dawned on me. If we're going to sit down and have a relationship with all of the partners around the table, we need to know something about each other. We need to understand why things are important to them. We need to understand what is important, but I think even more so, why is it important?
Because now I reach out to Mayor Taylor when I'm having challenges, and he'll help me. Because sometimes you feel like when you're in the community and in the First Nation, sometimes you feel like you're alone in those pieces. But to know that even your neighboring township, not just another First Nation, but your neighboring township is there to help you and support you. And those pieces mean a lot to myself and to our community.
I hope that at the end of the day, what's happened with this Friendship Accord will be seen as a model for all of the townships in the county, for the city of Peterborough, and for neighboring municipalities. This is where we need to get to.
I see that from this process, a number of improved relationships have evolved. There's several very concrete examples of that. One is in the local planning decisions. We now involve First Nations members to the county and the township planning applications and decisions and seek their input. And we should have been doing that all along. Better late than never. And I certainly see it as laying a path for the future. If we can continue in this spirit of cooperation and understanding and mutual respect, it will bode us well in decisions that will need to be made in the future.
Already our working together has been positive for our communities, and the broader community needs to know about that. And if we can help other communities in Canada to do the same thing, then that's great. Because in terms of municipal responsibility, and I was the mayor of the Township of Selwyn, we have a responsibility to go through this kind of process with our neighboring First Nations.
I'm very confident that there's going to be so much positive outcome from this Friendship Accord. It's more of a relief for us as youth because we're happy and we're involved and we're inspired to continue building on this and continue building relationships. So it's more of a relief that we know it's in good hands, that we are going to continue supporting this meaningful accord. Yeah.
I also am very proud that I think we are going to be a model in the future for other municipalities. So I am extremely proud to be part of this group that may be leading the way and maybe providing the model for other municipalities and First Nations to emulate.